Good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Weather's been just really phenomenal this week. And you know, last Sunday was the biggest attendance that we have had at worship since Thanksgiving. Probably real close to the biggest attendance number that we've had since this whole pandemic and separation started. It's really a great time to be at church. People are getting vaccinated and coming back. People that we haven't seen in months, a year, that we love are coming back, and we get to have fellowship with them again and grow close together again. It's just a neat time. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if I came on this video and said, you know, there's only one thing that you need to worry about in your relationship with the Lord? Just one thing. Only one thing matters. Well, a lot of you would probably say that I'm a quack. Well, this morning I want to read from Galatians chapter 5, beginning in verse 1, going through verse 6. And I'm going to stop periodically as we go through there and say a few things. But that's the way I'm going to do it today. Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourself be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. Paul says this because back in Galatians chapter 2, he talks about false teachers or false brethren that have come in to spy on the freedom that they had in Christ. They're coming in to see what they're doing, and they're telling them that they need to observe other things in order to be faithful to the Lord. Verse 2, mark my words. I, Paul, tell you that if you let yourselves be circumcised, Christ will be of no value to you at all. I've got that underlined real dark in my Bible. If you let yourself be circumcised, Christ will be of no value to you at all. You know, you could throw anything in here that you wanted other than circumcision. It was a law. It had been there since Genesis chapter 17 when the Lord made his covenant with Abraham. Was essential to the Jews. They were trying to bind circumcision on these New Testament Christians. They could have been trying to bind any law that was there. And Paul tells them that if you let yourself be circumcised, Christ will be of no value to you at all. Verse 3, again I declare to every man who lets himself be circumcised, that he is obligated to obey the whole law. Why does he say that? Well, why can you say that circumcision is more important than any other law? If you're going to try and earn your way into heaven by keeping that law, you're going to have to keep all of those laws. You who are trying to be justified by the law have alienated yourself from Christ, and you have fallen away from grace. Grace is important to us. I've got that double underlined in my Bible. Grace is important to us. We rely on the grace of God to be saved. Where's grace if we have to obey all of the laws to get there? Verse 5. But by faith, we eagerly await through the Spirit of righteousness for which we hope. For in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision has any value. The only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. Listen to that again. The only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. What is that? What does that mean to you? How does that tie with the commands that Jesus told us? The only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. We need to stop and think about that. Think about it in our lives. Think about what Paul is telling them here. These laws don't matter. They don't matter at all. The only thing that counts is faith expressing itself in love. Be safe. Stay well out there.